Hello Leo and welcome. This is your weekly energy reading for the week of 23rd to the 30th of June, the last week of June. And let us right away jump in and see what is your energy that wants to show itself. Whoa, we're starting with the Tower. All right, Leo, don't worry, I got you. We're gonna see where this week leads you. So let me just play out the cards and I'll tell you what each card is. This is your energy that's within you. This is what's on your mind. This is what is coming towards you this week. This is what is your blockage. This is your advantage. And finally, we're going to pick out a card which is going to help us raise our frequency so we can make the best of this week. And underneath, we have the Ace of Pentacles, but it is underneath. So possibly this week you have an opportunity which you don't know of yet, because I can see on my table, Leo, that your mind is somewhere else. Did we go through a breakup? Are we going through a breakup right now? Are things falling apart? Because we're starting with the Tower card. This is literally two people falling out of a building. Wow, makes you wonder what was the foundation of the building? Why was the building so weak? How could it crumble so easily? Now, this could also be that wherever you're living, you have to sort of leave the place, or you get an eviction notice or something of that nature at this point of time, because it's your energy. But I do see some sort of bam shock is going to hit you this week. And maybe you're already in this tower. Maybe it happened to you before. Because you know why? Underneath, you have the Ten of Swords. Now, these two are very similar, very dark. You might be right now in a very dark period in your life, Leo. Sorry to say that. I feel you. I understand you. We all go through it. It's human. We have that emotion too. And you're feeling betrayed. I've had this similar sort of beginning with Aries, which is another fire sign like you. You might have an Aries connection. Two fires are, of course, very hard to handle, but who's to say? I mean, two fires can fall in love with each other. But inside you have the Ten of Swords. You're feeling absolutely devastated at this point of time. Again, I'm sorry for that. In your mind, you have Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on to something very dearly, something very valuable. And it's almost like I'm getting... You know how they have this fire drill, and you have to abandon the building in like 10 seconds flat. And what's the one piece of thing that you would like to keep with you? And people make their choices, and I feel so have you. But there is, in all of this madness and chaos of disruption that's happening around you, there is this one thing, possibly four, but one thing that you hold very dearly to you and yourself, Leo. It's very, very important to you. It is a memory. It is something that you can hold, feel, and touch. It is something valuable to you. It is something of worth to you. It could be a document, could be anything, but it's just something. Or with so much disruption happening in your mind, you have realized that something that you did not value before, you're now going in. Maybe it's a trophy, it's a medal, it's something that at once upon a time made you feel very happy, and now you're going back because of this chaos around you and picking out that thing and saying, oh my God, this is mine, this is so valuable. And if it's a person, it's a relationship, then you're possibly holding on to the pictures, or possibly reading old messages and texts, something of that nature. Now, the energy that's coming for you this week is so nice. I am so happy to see this, Leo, because Page of Cups is almost a little healer. You know, it's a very small energy. It's a very small, it's not, it's a very, you can literally say it's an immature energy because it's in the beginning stages, but it means no harm, it means no foul. It comes to you in the form of an apology, it comes to you in the form of, come, let's go have a cup of coffee and I will talk to you. It's a good energy, you know. I like the energy that's coming. This energy is possibly going to, it's going to heal you, or at least the purpose of it is to heal you. Now, in your blockage, you have the King of Wands. Leo, this is so strong, fiery energy. I'm tempted to say that in your blockage, in your challenge, it just might be you. You are being, I don't know if ego is at play, but it might be you. You might be just so used to seeing things a certain way. It might be you are being very, you've put your foot down for something and you're not looking the other side. You're only looking at one side of the story. Possibly if you turn around and you hear the other person's side, it may be very, very useful for you, Leo. And that's the idea. We do these readings, we bring out energy so that what area, what energy can we tap into so that we can make that area of our life comfortable, easier, lighter, softer. And that is the purpose of this reading for you, Leo. Now, in your advantage, you have the Star card. And this is not, I mean, a lot of people say it's a card of making a wish. Yes, it is. I agree. But this is also a card of healing. This is an Aquarian card. And this is the energy. It's a massive energy, by the way. This is an energy where when you're in this, it's a higher consciousness, you know, where you take care of yourself and whatever you're doing is also taking care of others around you. So, like I said, the Page of Cups may just be an introduction of healing or conversation or something small, which has the potential to become a bigger healing platform, a bigger healing sort of modality for you. And, I have to say this, the Star comes after the Tower. How could I not see it? If you're in the Tower, it's only the Star, this is card number 16 and this is card number 17, if that number is of significance to you. And when the Tower happens, when, the building crashes and there is just rubbles and there is just dirt and dust and smoke, it's the Star that comes in and pours water and cleans up the land. And wow, I like how at one way you're being completely destroyed and on the other side you're being reinvented. That's absolutely brilliant. And to raise your frequency, Leo, oh my God, you have the Ace of Swords. I just said there is a new beginning, there is regeneration, reinvention, and that's what the Ace of Swords is. It's a breakthrough. Look at that. Underneath you are a 10 of Swords. After 10s, you have what? You have 1, and there you go. To raise your frequency, clean up that slate, clean up your vocabulary of whatever you were speaking until now, because now you're entering the healer's circle, You're entering the healer's vibe and tribe. And here, whatever you speak has the potential to become your life. So if you could say something, Leo, today, and that would become your life tomorrow, what would you say? Interesting, no? Okay, the Emperor made an entry. I'm actually going to clarify for you or give you a little bit more of an idea to understand what is this Tower. The Devil and the Four of Cups. This was definitely something which was very, very toxic in your life, and it sort of took you away from yourself, whatever this was, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a job, it was whatever you were tied down to, whatever situation you were tied down to, the words are tied down to, you lost a piece of yourself every day to the point that you became absolutely, you didn't care about him. Very apathetic is the word. You did not care about anyone. I believe you stopped caring about yourself too, Leo. All right. The Ten of Swords underneath is the Moon and the Eight of Swords. Very deep, very dark, very deep and very dark. So chained. Remember I said chained to yourself. You were tied down to... but you know what? Times change, Leo. I'm sorry whatever you were going through. I'm sorry if you did not have anybody to talk to. But, you know, we're living in a world where even our planet rotates. So the sun is going to come up and the moon is going to go. There is a time and place for everything. Every day is a brand new day. In your mind, you have Seven of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, whatever this thing that you're holding on to is very precious. You may fear losing it. You value it a lot, and you put it up as a prized possession of yours. And you may have earned it with a lot of hard work, might I add. You have earned it with a lot of hard work. Let me see what is this Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups is giving me a very big glimmer of hope for you. That's the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is definitely coming in, this energy coming in this week. It may be so small that you may think, Leo, it's insignificant. Don't do that. Any generous offer, any offer, big or small, anybody making an approach, anybody giving you the slightest of the compliment, or anybody making any sort of suggestion to you this week is coming from a very healed person. But I think you might be a little reluctant because they may not be as the same league as you are in, because we have the King of Wands here, and that's what your blockage is. Pages and kings are vastly different in terms of energies, but a page is being sent to you. The universe is sending you its smallest little miracle, which can become the most biggest miracle of your life. Question, will you let the small little miracle enter? Let me see, what is this King of Wands? King of Wands, this is, for your blockage, it's the Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands. It's you're looking at the bigger picture and worrying at the same time. You're worrying. One night, you get up in the morning and you're like, okay, no, I'm going to start the day brand new and fresh. But again, you go back into the night and you become so healing here for your energy, to stabilize it, to make it one whole holistic body of a human being is very, very important at this point of time. Very, very, Leo. I have to emphasize it because the cards are showing this to me on my table. The Star is Three of Cups and the Judgment. Oh, wow. Very interesting, because Three of Cups has three people and the Judgment also has three people. And Judgment is a major arcana on top of a major arcana star. And your advantage is there is a community, all right? There is a community where you're going to be welcomed. There is a community which you may have heard of, but you may have not paid attention to. And the prime purpose of this community is sort of healing people. So your advantage also lies in all those resorts and wellness spas where you go to recover. If you don't, you can just sit with a few people and you can sort of, like those groups they have where people sit and talk and share their thoughts and heal each other through each other's stories. It feels like that. Because you're also, starting with the Tower. You have to understand, Leo, you have to heal yourself through and through. For the Ace of Swords, you get the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So raise your frequency. King of Pentacles and Ten of Wands is, look, this energy is through and through King of Pentacles. Very stable energy, because this person who's doing all the work is also earning the money. So this is a very independent, self-made, self-earned, not shirking away responsibilities, not shirking away duties, and doing everything that they have to do. So in your raise your frequency, if you have a to-do list of things to do, do not quit on them. And most of them will involve possibly healing activities like sitting down for 10 minutes of meditation, reading a book, having your green tea, all those things which will make you whole and better together. Don't forget, Leo, your birthday month is not very far. So let what has happened happen, and let the new times, good times come for you, and be refreshed and rejuvenated for your own month. Our own month is always the most powerful month, right? So here's a head start for you. And this is what I have for you this week. I will see you in your next reading. I wish you so much love and so much happiness. Thank you.